Okay, so good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Morning, sir.
So let's start our today's lecture. Okay. Okay. So in our last class, we have started a new topic. Yeah. Kindly mute your mic. If anyone is having any doubt, he or she can directly ask me. But otherwise, just mute your mic. Okay. So in our last class, we have started our new topics, that is your inheritance. Okay, so you know the functionality. So in the last class, we have discussed about in Java, Java supports inheritance, where if there are multiple classes, your parent class, and you want to inherit those your methods and variables in your child class. So yes, it is possible in Java, and for that there is a keyword known as your extends. So extends is a keyword through which we are able to inherit our parent class features, whatever the parent class features we have, right? So we have gone through like how we are able to see. So we have gone through different cases, different scenarios, and what are the uses. So the main utility of inheritance is that the reusability. So you don't need to again rewrite the code, right? So again, if you want to perform the same set of operation in your new class, so what you do, you just perform inheritance. So through this feature, what will happen? All these features of your parent class, you are able to acquire. All
Excuse me,
those.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, very sorry to interrupt, but sir, almost 85 students are represented in another.
Yes, Arya.
Sir, I'm saying that almost 85 students are present in some other teams meeting, and I was also there in that, and I just joined this one.
Okay. Can you how they have joined in some different meetings?
They have joined the regular link.
Yes,
The
sir.
Yes,
link.
Okay,
sir.
okay. I
They
think
joined regular link.
Deepak sir has posted you that particular link. Na? They have mailed you, na?
Sir, that
Uh,
link is not accessed to
Yes,
us.
sir.
Sir,
That
I think it has gone through WhatsApp, not through mail.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share this class link so that you can directly. Well, I think today is our lecture, no? This is our lecture. I think I forwarded this link. Just forward this link to your batchmate. I'm posting this link here, right? Tell them you can directly circulate this link in your WhatsApp group so that they can also join this,
Okay, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, just wait, huh? Whether I have shared the correct link. Today is 26th. Yes, 11:40. Yeah, everything is fine. Okay. So let's continue again. So in our today's lecture, sorry, I have opened a wrong PPT.
Sir,
Yes,
can you please explain the last slide?
which slide?
Yes, sir, in the package,
Oh,
extended method, sir, sorry, extended method.
yeah, I'm explaining. Yeah, I'm explaining. No issue. Just wait. Huh? I'm just opening that. Yeah. So what do you want? What's your doubt?
Sir, actually, sir, I have a doubt that when we make it two object,
Okay.
one is of parent class and one is of our child class.
Yes.
So when we call the methods, sir, can you show the slides?
Yeah, I'm just showing you the slide. I know that you are asking about the question of this thing. Which case you are asking about?
Sir, last case.
Case 4?
Sir, next case. Sir, no, sir. Sir,
Case
next.
5.
Sir, last slide थी sir.
Okay, okay, last slide. Hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is our last slide. Yeah.
Yes, sir. सर
Mm-hmm.
तो इसमें मतलब सर ये जो ऑब्जेक्ट वन भी है ऑब्जेक्ट टू भी है तो
Mm-hmm.
सर ये दोनों में सर मेथड्स तो सेम है ना मतलब CAL और CAL तो सर ये ऑब्जेक्ट वन जो होगा और ये ऑब्जेक्ट जो टू होगा सर ये कंफ्यूजन में नहीं आ जाएंगे कि मतलब कौन सा वाला कॉल को मैं बुला रहा हूँ अगर ऑब्जेक्ट वन की बात करें इवॉल्व
हाँ
वाले
हाँ.
की
So
ये
see,
पेरेंट
यही चीज हम आज के लेक्चर पे यही कवर करेंगे. That is your method overriding. Method overriding means see हमने क्या किया है यहाँ पर एक सुपर क्लास बनाई है, right? In this class you have all these variables and you have all these methods. So one method we have, that is your cal method. Now after that, what I have done, I have created one more class, but this class is inheriting my this class. So automatically जितने भी यहाँ पर variables होंगे, जितने भी हमारी methods होंगी, वो भी क्या हम क्या कर लेंगे, inherit कर देंगे, right? But here you can see over there what we are doing. I am again writing int a is equals to 100, but initially your int a is equals to what, 10. So what does it mean? It means that whenever you are inheriting, okay, and suppose you are having some confliction among the variable name as well as confliction among your method name, okay, always it will give the priority to whom? Your child class method name, right? So that is why whenever we are going to execute this method, see, for the first case, so that is why एक बार हम first वाली class को execute करते हैं, then you will be able to understand, because method overriding is our one topic, okay, and then we are going to discuss about this topic. Otherwise you will get confused कि ये वाला topic कब ये वाले method में ये output क्यों आ रहा है और ये output क्यों आ रहा है, okay. So no issue, हम इसको अभी discuss करेंगे. First we will cover method overriding topic, right? Okay. So first of all, so in our today's lecture, we are going to first discuss about method overriding. Second one is your super keyword, and third one is your types of inheritance. So till now we have an idea about, okay, what do you mean by inheritance? Inheritance means acquiring or inheriting the features of your super class in your subclass. So the main advantage of inheritance is reusability of code. Means again and again we don't need to write the methods, right? So that is why it's better to go for and use the concept that is known as your inheritance. So now let's start with our, what do you mean by method overriding? So till now you have just discussed about, we have already discussed about which topic, that is your method overloading. So what do you mean by method overloading? Method loading means within a class, always remember, in a same class, if we have a method having the same name but having different signature, that is known as your method overloading. Means हमारी जो method है वो क्या रहेगी, एक ही class में होनी चाहिए, always remember. और जो method हम create कर रहे हैं having the same name तो होगा but different signature होगा. What does it mean? कि अगर suppose let's assume I am going to create a class ABC, and inside this class if I am going to create a method void sum, right, और इसमें मैंने कोई ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म किया और लेट्स अज्यूम मैं एक void sum int a कर रहा हूं. So it means both these methods are different, right? So when we are going to call this method, whenever we are not passing any argument, whenever we are passing an argument while calling this method, then we will call this this method, right? So this is known as your method overloading. But here we are going to discuss about method overriding. So always remember, हमेशा अपने mind में ये रखना point कि method overriding is directly related with the concept of inheritance, right? Without inheritance, you cannot perform the concept of method overriding. Method overriding तभी होगा जब आप inheritance operation perform कर रहे होगे, right? So let's go through. Now if a subclass has the same method name, whenever you are performing inheritance, so inheritance जब भी हम perform करते हैं तो क्या होता है, you have a super class, or sometimes we call it as your parent class, make it as parent. We have a parent class and we have a child class, right? So in the case of your inheritance, suppose your child class is also containing the same method as declared in the parent class. So now what does it mean कि अगर मैंने एक parent class में add method बनाया है, right? अब मैं child class में भी एक और मैंने inherit किया और मैंने child class में भी एक add class का method बना दिया, then it means that we are performing method overriding in Java. So it means हम क्या perform कर रहे हैं, method overriding in Java. So in other words, if a subclass provided the specific implementation of the method that has been declared by one of its parent class, it is known as your method overriding. Okay, so I will give you some examples. So through that example, you will be able to understand कि अच्छा method overriding होती क्या है, right? So the uses of method overriding. So the first question again, कभी भी आप कोई भी concept पढ़ते हो, always I am repeating same time कि हमेशा जब भी कोई टॉपिक आता है always try to find out कि यूटिलिटी, उसकी यूटिलिटी की हो रही है, एंड क्या फर्स्ट वाली मेथड्स में ड्रॉबैक थे कि जो हम ये वाली मेथड को पढ़ रहे हैं, राइट? तो मेथड ओवरराइडिंग इज यूज्ड टू प्रोवाइड specific implementation of a method which is already provided by your super class. Suppose आपकी कोई सुपर क्लास है, उसने कोई एक ऑलरेडी मेथड ऑलरेडी प्रोवाइड कर रखी है, राइट? And now you want to modify that method. So using with the help of method overriding, you will be able to achieve that thing. Okay. So method overriding is also used for runtime polymorphism. So right now we have just not discussed about what do you mean by polymorphism, but I'm just telling you so that whenever we are going to in the next lecture, there will be a topic on polymorphism. So over there we are going to discuss about ki polymorphism hota kya hai, right? But always remember method overriding is used for runtime polymorphism, right? So what are the rules of method overriding? So till now you have an idea कि हम inheritance perform कर रहे हैं. Suppose I have a class parent, right? In class parent I have a method void display. I have a method name void display, और suppose मैं यहाँ पर perform कर रहा हूँ system.out.println hi. Right? Method overriding होगी कैसे? Whenever I am going to create a child class that is known as class child, this is just a name, okay, which is inheriting. So inheritance कैसे perform होता है? Extends keyword से. And then I am going to write your parent class, right? And then again, अब मैं child class में क्या कर रहा हूँ? Again, if I am going to create a method void display, right? अब मैं और यहां पर मैं कर देता हूं system.out.println hello. So if somebody is going to ask you, are we performing method overriding over here? So first of all, you will see what you will see. You will check whether we are performing inheritance or not. So you will check, yes, we are performing inheritance. Now, second thing, what you will check the method must have the same name as the parent class. So parent class method name is display. Child class name is what? Display. Both are same. So first rule we are satisfying. Second one is the method must have the same parameter as in the parent class. So here your signature should not be different, right? Your signature should be same. So here see, हम यहाँ पर भी कोई argument नहीं है, यहाँ पर भी कोई argument नहीं है. It means both the methods are having the same signature. So it means we are satisfying the second rule. And the third one is your is a relationship. Is a relationship means we are performing inheritance. So here in this case, we are satisfying all these three rules. So if we are satisfying these three rules, then what does it mean? It means that here we have a method name as display is performing method overriding, right? So it is performing what? Your method overriding. So let's take the example, okay? So how we can say that we are performing method overriding or not? So see what I have done, I have created a parent class. So you know how to create a parent class. So the name of my parent class is vehicle, okay? So you know that I have created a class named as vehicle. In this vehicle, what we have a run method, void run method. The return type of this method is what? Void, right? And here I am just displaying a message that is vehicle is running. That is okay. So till now I have created one class. Now I want to create one more class that is known as your child class. So if how can I say that this is the child class? Because whenever I'm going to create a class, I am going to write down the name of this class, then it is always mandatory, okay? I have to write down this keyword. The keyword is extends. Extends means I'm inheriting. Now which class you are inheriting? The class which you have already created, that is your vehicle class. So now I'm going to write down as what your vehicle, right? So now I have performed this thing. So now this is my child class. And here now see what I'm doing. I am again creating one more method that is known as void run. which is same name as what my parent class method name. And here I am displaying this message, bike is running safely. See, in the initial case, I am updating this thing. In the I'm writing this, displaying this message, vehicle is running. While in the child class, what I'm doing, I'm just writing bike is running safely. Now inside my public static void main, you know that our program will start executing for which method, from which method, public static void main. Because our JVM will always look for कि अच्छा हाँ public static void main method कहाँ पर है. That is why कभी भी अगर आप कोई class create करते हो and that class is not containing public static void main function, so compile time में आपका कभी भी error नहीं आएगा. Always remember. बट रन टाइम में आपका एरर क्यों आता है? बिकॉज अवर कंपाइलर विल ऑलवेज लुक्स फॉर कि हाँ पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड मेन मेथड कहां पर है, राइट? नाउ हियर व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, वी आर क्रिएटिंग एन ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ व्हिच क्लास. सी, हम किसका क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट बना रहे हैं? बाइट2 का ऑब्जेक्ट बना. सो व्हेनेवर वी आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट एन ऑब्जेक्ट, सो ऑटोमेटिकली यू नो कि हम क्या करेंगे, मेमोरी एलोकेट करेंगे. और मेमोरी क्या एलोकेट करेंगे? बाइट2 बाइट2 की मेमोरी एलोकेट करेंगे. यहाँ पर हमारा कोई इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल है? नो, वी डोंट हैव एनी इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल. बट हम इसमें क्या लोड कर रहे हैं? वी आर लोडिंग अ मेथड. ओके, तो यहाँ पर आपका कोई इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल नहीं है, बट ऑटोमेटिकली यू विल सी कि हम यहाँ पर क्या कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पर एक बाइक 2 का हम क्या कर रहे हैं, बेसिकली ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट कर रहे हैं. नाउ इन दिस you can see over there we have void run as well as void run. So whenever you are having this method overriding, always remember your child class will always look for which method? Your child method. So ये इस method से इस method को क्या कर देगा? Override कर देगा, right? और always remember ये क्या कर देगा? इस method से इस method को override कर देगा. तो ये child class का void run हमारे पास है. So that is why whenever I am going to call this method, so हमारा output, according to our output हमारा क्या आना चाहिए? Vehicle is running आना चाहिए, bike is running safely आना चाहिए. So you will get confused. So always remember जब भी हम child class का object बनाएंगे, whenever we are going to create a child class object, so it will give the higher priority to its own method. Okay, so that is why if you are going to execute this code, we will get the output bike is running safely. See, we are not getting the output vehicle is running. Why? Because now हमने क्या कर दिया, basically you can call it as कि हमने update कर दिया. पहले हमारे पास void run आई, फिर हमने void run बनाई, तो इस void run ने इस void run को क्या कर दिया? अपडेट कर दिया. So child bike2 क्लास में basically void run की एक ही मेथड है. It's not like that कि आपकी void में दो methods हैं, void run main की. No, we will have only one method. And which method we have? We have the method which we have created in our child class. So that is why we are getting this output. Always remember, right? Now the question that which I told you, ask you about that, what is the need of method overriding? हम method overriding कर ही क्यों रहे, right? So I will tell you some scenario why we require method overriding. Now suppose what according to let's assume you want to create one project, okay, and in this project now one of your team member जो आपका team leader है, let's assume he or she he has created one class that is known as your bank class, right? उसने क्या कर दिया, एक bank class बना दिया. And bank class में उसने एक basically एक template provide कर दिया. Okay, in this class we will have these methods, we will have get rate of interest method, we will have all other methods and all over that like that. Okay, now some of your group members want to create SBI method, ICICI class or as well as Axis class. So now अब क्या कर रहे हैं, आपके जो बाकी के मेंबर हैं उनको ये क्लासेस बनानी है. बट ऑलवेज रिमेंबर कि ये जो क्लासेस हैं ये ऑटोमेटिकली ये बैंक क्लास को तो इनहेरिट करेंगी, राइट? बिकॉज इसकी जो भी मेथड्स होंगी, क्योंकि एसबीआई इज आल्सो अ बैंक, एसबीआई इज अ बैंक, तो जितनी भी मेथड्स बैंक की होंगी वो एसबीआई भी तो इनहेरिट करेगा, राइट? So that is why we use the concept of inheritance over there, and SBI, ICICI as well as Axis, all these classes are inheriting our bank class. Now till now everything is fine, but as you already know कि SBI का rate of interest ICICI ka rate of interest as well as Axis Bank. All the banks are having their own rate of interest. So that is why inside my this Axis SBI or as well as your Axis classes, what we are going to do, we are going to update what or we are going to create our own method, that is your get rate of interest method, right? And whatever the message, whatever the rate of interest we want to basically return, we are going to return. Suppose bank ने आपको provide किया है, आपको 8% provide करना है, but let's SBI is asking no, I will go for 7%. ICICI will say I will go for 6%, and Axis will say no, I want 4%. So that is why, that is the main applicability of your method overriding key. Even if you are able, if you want to inherit that particular class, and after that if you want to modify some changes in that particular method, so yes, it is possible in Java, and that is the main application of your method overriding. So based on that सबका different करेगा, right? So जब हम इसको get SBI के object से जब हम get rate of interest को call करेंगे, so we will get the output 7%. For ICICI we will get 6%. For Axis we will get what, your 4%. Right? And if you are going to create an object of bank class, then we will get the output 8%. Right? So here based like कि हम कौन सी object को call कर रहे हैं, now it depends. Right? So see, if I want to print this, if I want to convert this diagram into a code, how can I convert it? So मैंने क्या किया? First of all, I have created a class. See, I have created a class named as bank. Then I have created one method which is returning. Let's assume अभी मैंने starting में 0 interest rate ही क्या बता रखा है अपनी parent class पे कि it will return 0 interest rate. Now I have created a SBI class which is extending bank class. See, the method name is same. Method name as well as this, your number of argument, everything is same. But here it is returning 8. In ICICI it is returning 7. In Axis it is returning 9, like this. Now again, if I have created one more class, and here I am going to create the object of SBI, your ICICI as well as Axis. So if I am going to print the rate of interest of each individual classes, then I will get the output 8, 7, 9. So that is the main advantage of or the uses of your method overriding in Java. Means अगर आपको modify करना है method को, so ये आपके लिए compulsory नहीं है कि अच्छा आपकी parent class की method है तो आप उसको update नहीं कर सकते हो. Yes, you can update, you can modify that particular method. और अगर आपने modify कर दिया, अगर आप उस class का object बना रहे हो, if you are creating the object of that particular class, so automatically it will call your child class object method only. Child class method only. That is why we are getting the output now 8, 7, and your now. Right? Now, so now let's go back to that question which he has asked, which I have posted in the last lecture. Okay, so where is it? Let me check. एक बार देख लेता हूँ मैं. Just wait. This one, no? See, let's go back again to this question. See, हमने क्या किया इस question में? What we have done, we have created a class. In this class, we have how many variables? 3 variables we have. Now, हमने एक void को cal करके एक method बनाई, and the what is the operation of this method? जो भी आपका c is equals to a plus b. So c ये आपकी क्या है? Basically, always remember ये आपके instance variable है. Instance variable are what? Your global variables. Instance variable as well as static variables are what? Your global variables. And I am performing c is equals to a plus b. So you already know कि अगर आपके पास instance variable as well as instance method होती है, then it becomes mandatory for you to create an object. Without object, I cannot call this object. Always remember, right? So मैंने एक class बना दी है जिसमें आप basically subtraction operation perform कर रहे हैं, right? So अगर हम देखें, अगर हम वैसे ही logically देखें तो output क्या आएगा? C is equals to 10 minus 5 is equals to 5 आएगा, right? According to our program. Now what I have done, I have created one more class, and this class is named as inheritance class. So आप कोई भी class ले सकते हो. Child class, if you want to take, you can take child class too. But it is inheriting your eval class. So ये eval class को inherit कर रहा है. तो जैसे ही हम inherit करेंगे ना, तो all the features जैसे आपका int, void cal, ये सब के सब automatically इस class में inherit हो जाएंगे, right? But remember हम क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर, int a कर रहे हैं, a equals to 10 करा हमने, int b मैं बता रहा हूँ चाइल्ड क्लास में हमारे पास क्या आएगा, राइट? चाइल्ड क्लास में हमारे पास int a is equals to 10 आएगा, int b is equals to 5 आएगा, int c आएगा, right? And void cal आएगा. I'm not writing entire method. Now in my child class what I am doing, I am updating. See मैंने यहाँ पर क्या कर दिया, अपनी child class में भी update कर दिया value. A equals to 100 कर दिया. So what I will do, I will create one more copy of A और मैं उसे क्या कर दूंगा, I will make it as what your 100. Now automatically अब मैंने value को, क्योंकि मैंने update कर दिया इसको, right? और ये जो void cal है ना, इसको भी मैंने क्या कर दिया, अपडेट कर दिया, बिकॉज मैंने यहाँ पर क्या कर दिया, मेथड ओवरराइडिंग कर दिया. सी यहाँ पर हम सब्ट्रैक्शन कर रहे थे, अब ये मैं चाइल्ड में हूँ, राइट? तो चाइल्ड में ये क्या परफॉर्म कर रहा है, AC is equals to A plus B. Now let's go back. अब हम गए हैं, we have created one more class. Now in this class what we are doing, we are creating an object of your child class. अब हम किसका ऑब्जेक्ट बना रहे हैं, चाइल्ड क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट बना रहे हैं. So whenever we are going to create a child class object, so हमारे पास automatically ये सब चीजें आ जाएंगी, right? Instance variable as well as जो आपकी instance method होगी, automatically we will get it. Now after that what we are doing, एक और हम क्या बना रहे हैं, जो parent class है ना, parent class का भी हम क्या कर रहे हैं, eval हमारा क्या है, parent class का भी हम क्या बना रहे हैं, object बना रहे हैं. So जो हम parent class का object बनाएंगे, तो parent class में क्या है आपका, int a is equals to 10, int b is equals to 5, int c and then void cal. और ये जो void cal है ना आपका, ये subtraction कर रहा है, right? a minus b, I'm just writing a minus b वाला, ये आपका a plus b वाला. Now ये आपका eval class है, eval मतलब ये आपकी parent class है और inheritance आपकी child class. Now whenever we are going to call, see अब हम क्या कर रहे हैं, void one object one cal को कॉल कर रहे हैं. जैसे ही हम ऑब्जेक्ट वन कैल को कॉल करेंगे, सो ऑटोमेटिकली ये ऑब्जेक्ट ये मेथड को कॉल करेगा. दिस मेथड इज मेथड, वी आर परफॉर्मिंग मेथड ओवरराइडिंग. सो चाइल्ड क्लास को हम क्या देंगे, वी विल गिव द हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी टू आवर चाइल्ड क्लास. नाउ आफ्टर दैट व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, वी आर परफॉर्मिंग c is equals to a plus b, right? We are performing what your c is equals to, sorry फर्स्ट हम ऑब्जेक्ट वन से कर रहे हैं, सॉरी हम फर्स्ट क्या कर रहे हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट वन डॉट कैल कर रहे हैं. ऑब्जेक्ट वन क्या आपका पेरेंट क्लास है, राइट? सो ऑब्जेक्ट वन का मैं कैल में हम क्या कर रहे हैं, सब्ट्रैक्शन कर रहे हैं. सो वो ऑटोमेटिकली इस क्लास को कॉल करेगा. व्हाट इज a ओवर देयर इज 10 minus 5 is what your 5. So you will get the output, this parent class output is what your 5. तो आपका आउटपुट क्या आ जाएगा, ये आ जाएगा. नाउ अब आएगा चाइल्ड क्लास में, कि चाइल्ड क्लास में क्या आएगा, जैसे हम चाइल्ड क्लास को कॉल करेंगे, सो ऑटोमेटिकली क्या आएगा, वो a equals to 100 ले रहा है, राइट? 100 वो क्या करेगा, यहाँ पर 100 करेगा, प्लस बिकॉज हम मेथड ओवरराइडिंग कर रहे हो तो चाइल्ड क्लास को हायर प्रायोरिटी मिलेगी, प्लस b की वैल्यू क्या है, b हम ऑलरेडी इनहेरिट कर रहे हैं, दैट इज योर 5, दैट इज बाय 5. सो 100 plus 5 is what, 100. So that is why you will get the output, child output is what your 100. Okay, so the derived class cannot inherit a member of the base class if the derived class declares another member in the same name. So always remember, हमारा जो भी overriding होती है ना, because this is a very important question in your interview. हम हमेशा method overriding ही perform करते हैं, हम कभी भी your variable overriding नहीं होती है. I will tell you कि difference क्या होता है method overriding और normal उसमें, right? So हम यहाँ पर variable overriding कभी भी नहीं होती है, हमेशा क्या होती है आपकी method overriding होती है. हम यहाँ पर एक different copy बना रहे हैं 100 की, और we will give the highest priority to your this local variable, you can call it as, right? Got the point? Who has asked me this question? Yes, any questions so far?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Got it ना. So basically method overriding में आप क्या करोगे, हमेशा child class का object बनाओगे तो child class को priority दोगे, right? Okay. Now let's back again. अब हम क्या कर रहे हैं? What we are going to do? We are going to learn about new keyword. That keyword is known as your super keyword. See, अभी तक हमने जितने भी हम कर रहे हैं, extends is also a keyword, right? Similarly, there is also we have also one more keyword that is known as super keyword, and there are many functionality. इसकी बहुत ज्यादा functionality होती है आपकी किसकी? Super keyword. So why do we use super keyword? So that we can access our parent class methods as well as our parent class, your what we call it as your parent class variable if you want, right? So see, let's go for first. एक बार हम सबसे पहले देख लेते हैं कि होता क्या है. Whenever we are going to execute your code, how our code will execute. See, whenever we are going to see in this program, what we are doing, we are creating a class. After that, what I am doing, I am creating a child class object, reference variable. See, मैं ये child class का reference variable बना रहा हूँ. So child class क्या है? This is my child class, which is extending which class? Your parent class, and this is my parent class. Right? Now, always remember कि ये जो मेरी parent class है, parent class contains what? My parent class constructor. ये constructor है. Why? Because this is a method having no return type value and having the same class name. So ये आपका constructor है. Now one method it is also containing. See, एक constructor है, एक method है, 3 variables है. Similarly, child class में भी आपका 2 variable है, एक आपका constructor है और आपका एक method है. तो ये method आपकी क्या हो रही है? Method overriding हो रही है यहाँ पर, right? और यहाँ पर variables यहाँ पर हम we are using only 2 variables. Now what we are doing over there? अब हमारे ये मेन मेथड में हम क्या कर रहे हैं? इन दिस मेथड वी आर इनिशियली क्रिएटिंग अ रेफरेंस वेरिएबल. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, जब भी हम रेफरेंस वेरिएबल क्रिएट करते हैं ना, सो वी विल गेट अ डिफॉल्ट वैल्यू दैट इज नोन एज योर नल. सो व्हाट दिस रेफरेंस वेरिएबल स्टोर, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दैट रेफरेंस वेरिएबल विल ऑलवेज स्टोर द एड्रेस ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, so right now अभी हमारा reference variable क्या hold करेगा? Whenever you are going to this statement ना, I am telling you by step. So जब हम ये first step execute करेंगे, so automatically एक memory में आपका object variable create होगा, and this object variable will have the value that is known as your null. Always remember, अगर आप कोई भी reference variable बनाते हैं तो उसकी default value क्या होती है? आपकी null होती है. Now in the second step, ये देखिए, ये second step में क्या कर रहे हैं हम? obj is equals to new child. obj is equals to new child. So you already know कि जो हमारा child variable होगा ना, ये जो हमारे child class है, sorry, ये child class का जितना भी आपकी memory होगी, इस object की जो भी memory होगी, उसका जो address होगा वो क्या आएगा यहाँ पर object में आएगा. So the value will be like this: child at the rate some value 1 2 3 4 5, let's say. So obj is now holding what? The address of my child object. So initially क्या होगा हमारा? Initially the value will be what? 0 0 0. Always remember, don't get confused. हमेशा हमारी जो initial value होती है ना, whenever we are creating an object, so JVM will always provide us what? A, B, C. Now A and B are there, and C, from where we are inheriting C? So C we are inheriting from which class? Your parent class. So that is why हमारी child class में कितने variable आ रहे हैं? 3 variables, A, B and your C. Now after that, what we are doing? We are basically assigning the values. So we have assigned the value A equals to 200. Sorry, A equals to 10. Right? So मैं आपको step by step बता रहा हूँ. तो होता क्या? After this, A equals to 10 आपका execute होगा, B is equals to 100 होगा, C is equals to 10 होगा. Why this thing is happening? Because जब भी आप कोई एक child class का object बनाते हो, always remember, whenever you are going to create the object of child class of your child class, then automatically first of all it will execute your parent class. So वो क्या करता है ना, parent class को पहले execute करता है. So that is why जब हमने ये line को execute किया ना, तो फर्स्ट क्या होगा? इनिशियली A इक्वल्स टू B इक्वल्स टू C इज इक्वल्स टू 0 होगा, दैट इज ओके. फिर उसके बाद ये क्या करेगा ना, इट विल कॉल पेरेंट क्लास, और पेरेंट क्लास की वैल्यूज आ रही है. सी, दैट इज व्हाई A इक्वल्स टू 10 आ रहा है हमारे पास, B इज इक्वल्स टू 100 आ रहा है, एंड देन c इक्वल्स टू, क्योंकि c की कोई वैल्यू नहीं है तो JVM ने प्रोवाइड किया हमें default value, that is your 0, so that is why we are getting this value as what your 0. Now after this what will happen, first of all it will call this constructor, जो भी आपका parent class का constructor होगा ना, it will call automatically your parent class constructor, then it will call your child class constructor, so automatically फिर आपका child class load होनी start होगी, so it will update the value 200 and then your 20 and then your 220. okay, so automatically ये आप ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करोगे तो वो आपका क्या आ जाएगा, c की वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगी, 220 आ जाएगी, राइट. So what I mean to say is that पहले मैं आपको बताऊंगा सुपर कीवर्ड होता क्या है, but before that I am telling you, what I am telling you is that whenever you are creating a class, parent class, and this class is, we are inheriting this class by creating a child class, और जब भी whenever we are creating an object of child class, always remember जब भी हम child class का object बनाते हैं ना, first of all it will call the constructor of your parent class. So always remember सबसे पहले आपका parent class का constructor कौन होगा, then आपका child class का constructor कौन होगा. So that is why if you will go through this program, देखो इस program को जब मैंने execute किया था ना, so what output I got parent first this 10 and 100. Why I am getting this output? See, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पर child class का object बनाया ना, so automatically सबसे पहले ये child class में गया और child class से automatically because we are performing inheritance, तो ये parent class के directly constructor में गया. तो जैसे ये parent class के constructor में गया ना, तो जो हमारा parent class में what is the value of A and B? The value of A and B is what? Your 10 and 100. So that is why we got the output this thing in our first line. After this thing automatically हम child class का constructor call करेंगे, so that is why we got the output child second 220, because here the value of A and B is what, 220, that is why we got the output 220. Similarly जब हमने method को call किया, when we call this method, so automatically method overriding हो रही थी, so it will call automatically your child class method, so that is why we got the output as what, your 220. Yes, anyone is having any doubt? किसी को कोई doubt है इसमें? You can directly ask me if you are having any doubt. Yes, anyone?
No, sir.
Right. So जब भी हम inheritance का concept use कर रहे हैं, always remember, first of all, it will call your parent class constructor, then it will call your child class constructor like this. Okay. So अभी मैं आपको super cluster chaining भी, let's show me one example so that you will understand. See, मैंने क्या किया यहाँ पर, what I have done. Class ABC, right? A class ABC में what I am doing, I am creating one constructor that is known as ABC. अब मैंने ABC constructor बनाया, and this ABC constructor is, मैं यहाँ पर ABC constructor में, that is what my default constructor, and here what I am doing, I am basically printing system dot out dot println parent, right? मैंने यहाँ पर parent print कर दिया, right? अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, suppose this is my child class, so child class के लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, यहाँ पर I have to write extends, और this is in extending what your parent class. Parent class is what, my ABC, right? अब मैंने inheritance कर दिया यहाँ पर. Now inside my public static, suppose इस class में भी मैं एक अपना constructor बनाता हूँ, and this constructor is doing what? This constructor is printing child over there. Right? और यहाँ पर मैं कर देता हूँ hello world, that is okay. अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, inside my public static void में ना, I am creating an object. I am creating an object of, sorry, obj. I can write any reference variable according to my utility. New main. मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, what I'm doing over here, I am creating an object. So according to, अगर हम अभी तक हमें suppose we don't know the functionality of inheritance, तो हम क्या करेंगे, we are creating an object of main class. So you already know that whenever we are creating, so automatically it will just directly call this main method and we will get the output child and hello world. But what I told you is that whenever we are using the concept of inheritance now, first of all, whenever you are creating the object of class, first of all it will call the constructor of your parent class. तो ये क्या करेगा, parent class के constructor को first call करेगा, then child class के constructor को call करेगा, and so on like this. So let's execute this code. So if I'm going to execute this code, see what output I'm getting. See, पहले parent आ रहा है, right? Because यहाँ पर मेरा पहले parent class का constructor call होगा. Then child आ रहा है, because child class का constructor call हो रहा है. And then my hello world. So see, अगर आप देखोगे, according to you, you will say, sir, we are here in this case we are calling only your child class constructor. But in Java, always remember, अगर हम child class का constructor भी call करते हैं ना, it will automatically call your parent class constructor. Always remember, this is by default available in Java. All right. So don't get confused. कभी आपका अगर output नहीं आ रहा है, तुम कह रहे हो कि अच्छा ये वाला constructor call क्यों कर रहा है? So it is always it will call that particular constructor, right? Like this. Now. So see, now there is a keyword that is known as your super keyword. So let's start what super keyword is. Then I will show you what is the functionality of super keyword. So in Java, we have a keyword known as super keyword. It is used to differentiate the members of superclass from the members of your subclass. Now, can anyone tell me if I'm going to print the value of A is equals to 10. Yes. Yes. Now can anyone tell me if I am going to execute this code now? So output क्या आएगा मेरा? See, I have created a class, and in this class, what I am doing, I have created one instance variable is there. I have created one constructor which is printing the value of A. Now I am printing inside my system.out.println, and I am printing the value of A. So what output I will get? Yes, anyone?
10, 20.
I got the output as what 10 and 20. वो 10 child 20, right? Child भी आएगा आपका. Got it ना? क्यों
Yes,
आएगा
sir.
child?
Yes, sir.
So see, if we are going to execute this code, so the output which we will get over there is what? 10 child. Sorry, यहाँ पर क्या आ रहा है? पहले कुछ आ रहा है? Sorry, यहाँ पर reference है ना, obj.a करना. So यहाँ पर जो आपका output आएगा, the output will be what, your 20 child and your 10 child and 20. This is what you want. What I want to print the value of 20. How can I print the value of 20? Can you mute your mic? Yes.
2020 के पार्ट ऑर्डर 2020 के पार्ट ऑर्डर जब यहाँ से एंगेजमेंट पूरी नहीं हो पा रही है, जब पूरे डाउन किया उसके बाद उन्होंने की.
Okay. So what will happen? Suppose I want, what is the need? I am just telling you the need of super keyword is that now let's assume I want to print the value of my parent class variable. So how can I print the value of this my parent class variable in my child class? Can I do it? So right now, if I'm going to ask you, you will say, sir, it is not possible in Java. You cannot do it. But yes, what I want to say is that yes, it is possible in Java. When it means that if I want to call my parent class a variable which is having the same name, see, यहाँ पर आपका A भी है, यहाँ पर आपका A भी है. But I want to print the value of my parent class A. So how can I do it? So using the keyword, here is a keyword that is known as your super keyword. So with the help of super keyword, I will be able to perform this operation. So super keyword हम कहाँ use कर सकते हैं? We can use super keyword if you want to refer immediate your parent class instance. Always remember this point is very important. It's not like that you can call whatever the parent class variable you want to call. No, only your immediate, your parent class, right? Similarly, your immediate parent method or your constructor. So let's take one example. So for first case, super can be used to invoke parent class variable. The first form of super acts like this, except this it always refers to the immediate class variables, and this is. So what is the syntax? See, if you want to use your parent class, if you want to access parent class variable with the help of your super keyword, so just write super keyword, then write dot keyword, and then whatever the variable name you want to write. So let's take one example. See, in this example, what I have done, I have created a class name as animal, having one data type, one variable that is known as your color variable. अब मैंने क्या किया? What I have done, I have created a dog class which is inheriting which class? Your animal class, right? And again in this class you can see over there what I have done, I have one more variable that is known as color. So you can see over there what is happening in this child class. I am having the same name as what my parent class is containing, right? Now here what I have done, I am having a method, and in this method what I am doing, I am basically printing the value color and super dot color. So now in my third class, what I am doing, I am creating an object of dog class. So if I am going to print the value d dot print color, so what will happen? Automatically we will call this method print color method, and we will get for color. Color में क्या आएगा आपको? You already know black. Black we will get. In the first line, if you are going to execute color, why? Because I told you that whenever you are having the same name of your as in your parent class as well as in your child class, so it will always give the highest priority to your child class. But what I want हमारी जो functionality है, according to that I want to print the your parent class color variable value too. So how can I print this value? So for that I will use super keyword. So if I'm going to write super dot color, see what will happen? Automatically it will print your parent class variable value, and you will get the value as what your black, and in the second one you will get the value as white. So I hope that you got the concept of super keyword. So super keyword का हम utility कब करेंगे? Whenever you want कि अच्छा तुम्हारे name conflict हो रहे हैं, right? In your child class as well as in your parent class, but you want some values from your parent class. जैसे मैं यहाँ parent class की value भी I want कि मैं parent class की value को क्या करूँ? Print करूँ. तो अगर हमारे पास super keyword नहीं होता ना, so how can I print this value? By just creating this object of your child class, we cannot do this thing. So that is why in Java, what Java team they have done, they have proposed a keyword. With the help of this keyword, we are able to access our parent values. Okay, हम parent values को automatically क्या कर सकते हैं? Access कर सकते हैं. Yes, anyone is having any doubt? Yes, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So whenever if anyone is having any doubt, feel free to ask. Right? Now similarly, अब आपको method call करना है, so automatically you know कि we are going to write super dot method name. So let's take one example. So in this example, I have created a class named as your animal. Now I have created a class that is your subclass. So see, यहाँ पर void eat, and void eat is what? Here we are performing method overriding. First of all, just find out whether we have method overriding. You will say yes. Method name is same, return type everything is basically same, signature is also same. So if these things are same and we are performing inheritance, then it means that we are performing method overriding. And always remember, because in interview they generally ask, can we perform method overriding in a single class? Yes, anyone can tell me, can we perform method overriding in a single class?
No, sir.
No. So we cannot perform, right? Method overriding in a single class. We always required what your inheritance. And can we, so I don't want to make things more complex. So I will ask that question later on. Okay. Now, So see, यहाँ पर क्या क्या है, we have done void and now we want to call, हम इस method को भी call करना चाहते हैं, इस method को भी call करना चाहते हैं, but हमारे पास constraint क्या है? We have a constraint कि we have to create only one object of this class dog. हमारे पास constraint क्या है कि हम ये खाली dog class की ही object हम create कर सकते हैं. So in that scenario, what you can do, you can directly create a method in the dog class. And this method is doing what? See, this method is calling super.eat. Using this method, what will happen? It will automatically call your parent class. Immediate, always remember. अगर हमारे पास ऐसा scenario है, let's assume class animal, जहां पर है तुम्हारे पास void, सपोज इसके ऊपर भी एक क्लास है, वो ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा. सपोज मेरे पास एक और है क्लास एबीसी, लेट्स अज्यूम एबीसी, उसमें भी मेरे पास क्या है, void eat है, राइट, एंड system.out.println something like this, और क्लास एनिमल extends abc. So always remember, जहां पर भी हम जिस क्लास में भी सुपर कीवर्ड यूज कर रहे हैं ना, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, तो हम उसकी जस्ट इमीडिएट जो ऊपर वाली क्लास है ना, उसी की ही मेथड को हम कॉल कर सकते हैं. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट आई कैन कॉल दिस void eat ऑफ abc क्लास, आई कैन नॉट कॉल यूजिंग सुपर कीवर्ड. अगर मुझे ये मेथड की, ये क्लास की मेथड को कॉल करना है ना यूजिंग सुपर कीवर्ड, so it means I have to write super keyword, I have to call this method here, then only I will be able to call this class method, right? So always remember कि super keyword से ऐसा नहीं कि आप कोई भी class को आप call कर सकते हैं, methods को call कर सकते हैं, right? So you can call only your immediate your parent class method. That is why if you are going to execute this code, we will get the output C, eating, from this statement, and for bark we will get what you're barking. See, these two statements we are going to execute if we'll execute this your entire program. So using super.eat we will be able to see. Otherwise अगर हम यहाँ पर eat करते ना, so what output we will get? We will get eating bread. हमारे पास eating bread आता. But no, I don't want कि हम अभी अपनी present class child class की method को call करें. I want to call my parent class method. So that is why I have used super keyword, and using with the help of super keyword I am directly calling my parent class method. Similarly, we can call our constructors too, but always remember, अगर मैं आपको बोलूं, what I can tell you is that super is by default in the case of constructor. What does it mean? कि देखो, जैसे मैंने आपको एक एग्जांपल दिखाया था. In this example, super keyword तो by default है ही ना with respect to आपका किसमें, आपका parent class में. That is why हमारा हो क्या रहा था, जैसे for example यहाँ पर parent किया मैंने, राइट, इसको मैं यहाँ पर कर देता हूँ, नो नीड टू प्रिंट एनीथिंग, राइट. अब मैंने एग्जीक्यूट किया कोड को, सो इन दिस कोड यू कैन सी ओवर देयर हमारा आउटपुट क्या आ रहा था, पेरेंट एंड चाइल्ड. इट मींस ऑटोमेटिकली हमारा तो पेरेंट यहाँ पर प्रिंट हो ही रहा है ना. इट मीन सुपर कीवर्ड से हम क्या कर रहे हैं, पेरेंट क्लास के कंस्ट्रक्टर को कॉल कर रहे हैं, बट यहाँ तो हमारा ऑटोमेटिकली पेरेंट क्लास का कंस्ट्रक्टर आ जा रहा है, राइट. सो बट why they have proposed कि हमारा जो parent class का constructor है, we can use it with super keyword for parent class constructor. So whenever you are having constructor overloading means whenever you will have an argumented constructor na, then in that scenario this keyword becomes very useful. तब ये आपका बहुत useful हो जाता है. What does it mean? It means is कि जैसे सपोज मैं एक यहाँ पर एक और कंस्ट्रक्टर बना देता हूँ abc, right? I am just going to copy this statement so that it is not going to take a lot of time. And parent argumented, right? अब मैं, और ये argumented है, you already know कि मैं यहाँ पर int a पास कर रहा हूँ, right? What I want to call this constructor. मुझे ये constructor call नहीं करना है parent class का. I don't want to call this constructor. Which constructor I want to call? I want to call this constructor. So at a time आपको पता है एक ही constructor आपका call होगा, right? So which constructor you want to call? I want to call this constructor. So how can you call this constructor? So for that, what I will do now, I will directly write super, just write super keyword. Because I want to call argumented constructor, so integer value intake कर रहा है, तो suppose I want to write 1, so automatically ये क्या करेगा, parent class के constructor को call कर देगा. Now let's execute this code. So if you are going to execute this code, so what output you will get? See, आपका आउटपुट क्या आ रहा है, पेरेंट आर्ग्यूमेंटेड आ रहा है एंड योर चाइल्ड आ रहा है. सी क्या आ रहा है आपका आउटपुट, पेरेंट आर्ग्यूमेंटेड एंड देन योर आउटपुट इज कमिंग चाइल्ड. So when to use super keyword, super constructor, when to call super constructor by default, otherwise अगर आप assume करोगे ना तो ये super keyword already होता है, even though we are not writing it ना, you can say that our compiler is providing this keyword. But in when to use this super keyword with respect to constructor, whenever you want कि नहीं हमें argumented constructor को call करना है. So in that scenario अगर मैं इसको ऐसे execute करूंगा, I cannot be able to call this constructor. So that is why what I will do, I will call this constructor. But there are some rules for using. See, अगर मैं constructor को ना after this statement call करूंगा ना, then what will happen? I will get an error. Always remember. तो ये जो आपका constructor super का आप कभी भी call करते हो ना, see, call to super must be first statement in constructor. So always remember in mind. So whenever you are using super constructor, whenever you want to call your parent class constructor, so it should be the first line of what your this main method, or sorry, your constructor, your child class constructor. So this is the rule or regarding. Okay. So now I am going to execute. Okay. So now what I am going to do, I am going to end this session. So please don't do this thing. Otherwise, I am going to make it right. So from the next class, what we are going to do, we are going to learn. Otherwise, I can change the statement if you are going to do these things are not acceptable. If you want to enjoy, you can go out from this class, right? Okay, so in the next class, what we are going to do, we are going to learn about some new topics, right? So those topics are basically related to what we call it as your how we are going to perform your the types of multiple inheritance. So till now we haven't discussed about the types of inheritance kya kya hote hain, right? So in the next class, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss about the types of inheritance. So in the next lecture, in tomorrow's lecture, we are going to discuss about the types of inheritance, right? So if anyone is having any doubt, he can directly use the chat box. If anyone is having any doubt, yes. So Tanmay is having some doubt. Allow to unmute. Yes, Tanmay.
Sir, we cannot see the chat box since we are not added in the team. And
Okay,
we
okay, okay.
able to
No
access-
issue. If you have any question, you can directly ask me. Yes, any question?
No, sir, but we cannot access the recording after this to revise.
Okay, no issue. What I will do, I will generally upload all these videos in the YouTube. Okay, so I will share you the YouTube link, right?
Okay,
So
thank
no
you.
issue. Yeah. Yes. Any other question? किसी के पास कोई question है? Or shall we end this session? Okay. So in the next lecture, we are going to discuss about the types of inheritance. What are the types of inheritance we have? So till now we have discussed, in our today's lecture, we have discussed about your method overriding as well as your super keyword. So both are very important keywords. So just try to, I will upload these PPTs too on LMS. So just find out. I got one more question. Yes.
Sir, as you said, you can do same overriding in same class, right?
Sorry, what you said?
So we cannot take overriding in the same class. as you said.
Yeah, we cannot perform same overriding in the same class. Yeah, how can you perform it?
If you, sir, I don't know that if you give two methods,
Yes.
same name and same signature, so what will be the output if you call the method
No,
in
in that
public?
scenario, you will get a compile time error. So I can just show you. So others, first of all, let me just take the attendance so that those who want to leave, they can leave. Remaining students will be there, right? Just wait. Where is the attendance? Today is 81, like 5 to 21. Today is what? 26. Okay, so others, those who want to leave, they can leave the sessions. Otherwise, we'll have the doubt clearing sessions. So those who want to remain here, they can be there. Okay. So आप लोग यहाँ पर रह सकते हैं. Now,